so we're gonna make the top of the hat, and I'm going to make a slip knot first, and then I'm going to chain 3. This will not count as 1 double crochet. Instead, we're just going to work 10 more double crochets into that first chain we made. So it's like we're working 10 double crochets to make our first round. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We will slip stitch into the first double crochet and not the chain 3. So from here on, that's what we're going to do. We're going to chain 3 and work an increase starting with round 2. So we're going to chain 3, and then into that same stitch we're going to work 2 double crochets. And then 2 double crochets into every stitch around, and we should have 20 double crochets in total. Okay, so I should have 20 double crochets in total, and I have it. So now I'm going to work a slip stitch on top of this first double crochet, not the chain 3. So now we're gonna chain 3 again, 1 double crochet into the same stitch. Now this will be our first double crochet, and into every second stitch we're going to work 2 double crochets. So for this round 3, we're going to work a sequence of 1 double crochet into the next, and then 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So by doing this, we will be adding 10 stitches on round 3, and this will make a flat circle pattern. So if you'd like to know more about the certain number of stitches you need per round, I will add the length of the chart that I've made from rounds 4 to 12, so you will know how many stitches you need per round. And it's a good guide, especially for beginners who are learning how to make a flat circle. So I'm just going to continue this until I finish this round. Alright, so now we're going to close the round with a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet made. So the pattern for making a flat circle pattern is just easy. You will work an increase into each round with this sequence. Like on round 4, the increase or the 2 double crochets will be placed on every 3rd stitch, and then on round 5 it will be into every 4th stitch. So that's where you're going to place the 2 double crochets in order to maintain a flat circle. So I am going to keep on working an increase into every round until I get to the circumference size for an adult bucket hat, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. so this is what round 10 looks like. And now I'm going to end the round with working a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet made. As always, chain 3 there will not count as a stitch. Now I'm going to chain 1 and then cut off this yarn. We're going to join the pieces after we've worked stitches around this interlocking circles. Alright, so I made about 19 circles and we're going to connect them in circles. So make sure that, so I haven't weaved in the ends of other circles here. The next step is we're going to connect the last, connect these two so that we will be having an infinite interlocking circles. So make sure that they're on the same sides. So this is what it should look like. So this is the front side and this is the back side. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna work stitches around the edges of this interlocking circles. So we're gonna get this white yarn. So first we're going to make a slip knot, and then this will be the front side. So you can start any circles, and then I'm going to work chain 3 into the very first stitch. 1, 2, 3, and then this will count as 1 double crochet. Now into the next stitch I will work 1 double crochet. So I will work 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So I should have 4 double crochets. Now I'm going to chain 1, and then into the next circle I'm going to do the same, 1 double crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. That's how I will be joining the interlocking circles. Chain 1, and I'll keep on doing that until I get back around. Once you get back around, this is what it looks like, and then we're going to work a slip stitch on top of the 3rd beginning chain, because we're counting the chain 3 here as 1 double crochet. Now into the next step we're gonna chain 3, and then we're going to work 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. And then into that chain 1 space we're gonna work a double crochet. So keep working 1 double crochet into each stitch until you get back around. And we're gonna do this 1 double crochet into each stitch until we get back around. Okay, so once you get back around, slip stitch on top of the 3rd beginning chain, and then we're gonna keep working 1 double crochet into each stitch around until we have about 3 more. So I'm going to show you later on how many more rounds I'm going to make for the top part. And the next step is I'm going to join this circle. So the next step is we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and to do that we're gonna do the same as how we started working, 4 double crochets on top of each circle, but this time we have to count the number of stitches in between. So we're gonna be skipping 11 stitches, and from there we will start with working 4 rows of double crochets. So I'm gonna make a slip knot first. If you find it more difficult to check on this side, you can check on the other side. So you're gonna count 1, 2, 3. So you can pull this one to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in here, this is the 12th one. That is where we're going to start working our first double crochet, which is chain 3, or maybe I'll add one more. This will make our first double crochet, and we're not going to count this chain 3 as a double crochet. 2, 3, and 4. After that, we're going to chain 1, and we're gonna do the same on the other. So we're going to count from here to here, skipping 11 stitches. But if you find it hard to count, you can do the other side as well. So you can pull this one first to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this is where we're gonna work our double crochets. So make sure that you'll be skipping 11 stitches so that the number of skipped stitches in here is also 11 and 11, because this one is a total of 30 stitches, and we have 4 here and 4 here. So we're gonna repeat that until we get back around. Once you get back around, we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, not the chain 3, because it doesn't count as a stitch. So now we're going to cut this yarn off. So next is we're gonna work one more round. So this chain 3 here will not count as one double crochet. This is the first double crochet for this round. So we will do the same as what we did in the other side. So 1 double crochet into each double crochet, and then we're gonna work a double crochet into that chain 1, and we're gonna repeat that until we finish this round. So once you get back around, now the next step is we're going to add an increase to make the rim of the hat. Now the next thing that we're gonna do is to add an increase in this round to make the brim of the hat. So we're gonna chain 3. This will not count as a stitch. But into the same stitch, we're gonna do our first double crochet, and then we're gonna work an increase into every 10th stitch. So remember, on round 10 we did an increase into every 9th. So this time we will add an increase into every 10th. So we should have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here is where we're gonna work an increase. So we're going to repeat this sequence until we get back around. Once you get back around, you're gonna work a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. So now once you get to the next round, you're gonna chain 3. This will count as 1 double crochet. So we're gonna chain 3. After chaining 3, into that same stitch we're going to work 1 double crochet, because chain 3 there does not count as a stitch. And then we're simply going to work a double crochet into each stitch. So the easiest way to work an increase is to follow where you placed the increase of the previous round. So you don't have to count each time. So when you see the increase of the previous round, you simply put the increase into the second one. So that's where you're gonna work 2 double crochets. And we're going to repeat that sequence around. So just add an increase into where you first added the 2 double crochets of the previous round, and this is where you're gonna work your 2 double crochets. And then we will be repeating this one until we get to the size of the brim of this hat that we desire.